Hey everyone, Bry2J here with another episode of Yay Toys, and today's review is going to be on the Mezco Toys 112 Collective, The Flash. I have been waiting for this figure for quite some time, ever since I saw him at the booth at New York Comic Con last October, and then when I saw him again at New York Toy Fair this past February. So, I was really shocked as this was my surprise anniversary gift from my lovely girlfriend Megan. So thanks to Megan, who supports my hobby, supports this channel. She got me this wonderful figure, and now I get to review it for you guys. So with that being said, let's check out Mezco Toys, The Flash. And here's the Mezco Flash out of the box, and I have to say, I really like this figure a lot. Mezco really did a great job with this figure. It just looks really great. So first things first, you get the default head, which is the Barry Allen face sculpt. And it just looks really good. You get that nice serious look to him. You get the blue eyes. The lines on the helmet came out really good. You get the... It's kind of like a shiny red polyester material. Almost like a silky polyester. For the fabric they used. It's really good. It's nice and form-fitting, so you could kind of see like the definition underneath it. The nice, matted red gloves to match the helmet. The shiny yellow boots. Nice treads at the bottom. The lightning bolts came out really good. Now the belt is actually sewn on, so just be very careful. You don't want to rip it. There's a light yellow seam that matches the lightning. It's, it's kind of hard to put something on like that, so they had to do what they had to do. You can still get them in all the running poses, though, and it doesn't really hinder the articulation, so that's good. The emblem came out really nice. Now, the reason why I say, Barry Allen head is because he comes with the Wally West head. So you can see the noticeable difference in the mask or the helmet, like of course the white eyes and the grin, but like the lines on the top are completely different. Try to get the camera to focus on that. So yeah, you can see like the Barry Allen, the line goes toward the back of the head, while the Wally West head sculpt has the groove in there that goes kind of like in a half moon. Looks really good. I'm more of a Wally guy, so we're going to take the Barry Allen head off and snap the Wally head on. The Mezco heads, they're on a ball peg, so it's really easy to, put on. Now, that looks really good. I really like it. This really looks like the animated version of him. And it kind of fits, too, because, here's another member of the JLA. We got the Mezco Green Arrow figure. That review will be up sometime this week. But, if you look, he has the white eyes. So it kind of matches. And they look really good in scale together. I really like the way that came out. They just look great together. And, for a size comparison, since they're the 112, they're a little over 6 inches. I mean, you'll see the height in the Green Arrow video, but you get the idea. It looks just really, really looks nice. I really like it. Let's take Mayor Queen out of the way. So, yeah, I really like this figure. Now, for accessories, outside of the Wally West head, you get just the right amount. So you get, of course, you get the Ziploc, right? And you get the arm for the stand. So that's just, the default accessories. The stand came out really nice. I love the way that looks. And, of course, when you want to put the arm in there, just take this here, pop that out, and, plug that in. And, it's articulated so you could do what you want with it, pose it how you want. to get the proper amount of, whatever pose you want to put Wally or Barry in. I don't think I'm going to use this. I don't use these too often, but it's there, and it's good to have the option. So for hands, not only do you get his default fist, but you get a pair of these grabby hands. Nicely sculpted. Like, these look really nice. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus. There you go. So, like, this looks really good. And then he comes with a pair of running hands. Also looks really, really nice. And then a nice little effect. You got the Speed Force Lightning. So you get a pair for the legs and a pair for the hands. Or for the forearms. I love the way these came out. These look really good. They're unique. They're not like a matching set at all. Like, I feel like if these would have been an identical pair, it wouldn't have looked as good. And here's the one for the forearms. Like, I love that. They're not identical, and that's such an upside. And then, one of my favorite effect parts, the whirlwind. And like, this just looks really, really nice. And you could use it for either hand, or for either arm. You can see there's the peg in there, or the peg hole in there. And, like, you could see it in there, but it doesn't show you if it's a right or a left, because they want it to be universal. Only issue is I wish this would have had two of them. Because, like, a lot of the times, Wally or Barry, they're doing the whirlwind with both. But this is a great effect part. So, like, we'll take off the right hand for now. So, like, unplugs. And you can just plug it in. Thought it plugged in there for a second. It takes a second, and you want to be careful not to break the peg. So, bear with me, guys. So, yeah. That just looks really cool. So, like, it gives the effect that, like, he's, using that whirlwind. And it holds, too. Like, you could actually pose the figure of him doing that. Of course, it's making a liar out of me right now. So you see, you could actually pose him doing that. And I think that looks really great. And, like, they kind of put, like, a light paint wash on the plastic to give the translucent look. Like, mine has a little bit of a paint defect. I saw it before. It's like in here, like, you could kind of see those three little, missing paint areas. I don't mind. Like, this looks really nice. But personally, I'm a fan of the lightning bolts. So, like, we're going to take off the fists, and we're going to put on the running hands, and I'm going to show you guys the running. So, like, so these plug in pretty easy. You just want to be careful not to break it. Thing is about these pegs, they're a little soft, and you don't want to have any harm done to them. So there we go. It's also because I rarely use the hands, and the plastic isn't, stretched enough yet for it. But, I mean, you got him with the running hands, and this just looks great. I'll get him in the running pose in a second, but I want to show you the articulation first. So, since it's a ball peg, it's also a ball peg under the neck. So you get a good range of motion all around, and that's great. His arms go out that much. There's a butterfly joint in there. His arms can go up all the way, but you want to be careful not to rip the fabric. There's an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You saw the way the wrist can rotate and be on a hinge. He has a diaphragm joint, and you could kind of rock him side to side. He does have waist articulation as well as ab crunch. Goes back decent enough, forward decent enough, and you can actually see like the abs in there. That looks really cool. Again, it's form fitting. You know, there's enough articulation or enough mobility in the fabric that it doesn't hinder the articulation, but enough where it's form-fitting, and that's awesome. His legs can go that far, back about that far. He does have a thigh swivel, but also can split about that much. You don't want to rip the fabric. You could actually see like the indentations for his quads. That's really cool. Double jointed knees. The top of the boot rotates. He has slight ankle pivot, and you do get a hinge on the ankle. I want to say his forearms also, but you just want to be careful. So I'm not 100%, and you don't want to break them, because Mezco, they're great, but they're also pricey, because, you know, you pay for quality. Mezco is essentially a 6-inch hot toy, for those of you that don't know and you just want to start collecting. And, you know, you're basically buying an import figure that's not imported. So, like, these guys are done in, they're based in Long Island City, Queens. And, you know, they do, like, Mezco, they do a great job. I've been hooked since Comic-Con. Like I said, I've owned, like, since Comic-Con, I now own 9 Mezco figures. So that's quite a lot in a short period of time. Oh yeah, so real quick, I want to show you guys the running pose. Almost forgot. It's been a long day. Let's see. So let's pop on the effect parts here. You could take the hands off and slide the effect part on, but they're pliable enough where you could just put them on without taking the hands off. And, like, you see what I mean? That looks really cool. And then we got the leg ones. So, like, you could tell that they're not identical, which that's just looks great. I'm loving that. This just looks really, really nice. Now, I think this one goes onto the leg. That's how I've been putting it on. And, like, it just, I'm really happy with this figure. Like, I really like it. Sorry, it is taking a minute, guys. I mean, I'm going to try to balance them, but I know I usually do it just with the stand, so here's the stand. And, just put them on there. And my lightning fell off. Like, you can balance them without the stand, but I don't want to spend 10 minutes of quiet airtime here. So, like, that's the way it looks. That's not the best running pose I can get him in. I'll take a better one and post a pic at the end. But, like, the fact that he looks really good with the lightning on there. So you can see the... let me move his fist out of the way. So, like, you could see the way that looks. And it's just all around a great figure. I'm really happy. Mezco, once again, hit a home run. I know they're coming out with, like, Shazam and Superman. It's going to be nice to eventually build my Justice League, and that's going to look great. Yeah, so buy this figure. It's definitely a home run. He's a lot of fun to pose. He's a lot of fun to play with. You know, like, I pose him, and then I pick him up, and I pose him some more, because he's just a lot of fun. So, again, get this figure. Well, that's about it for me. This has been another episode of Yay Toys. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing. Channel's going well. I promise there'll be a lot more videos to come. You can find this video on innercitygeeks.com, as well as the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, Yay Toys. Please like, share, and subscribe some more. Tell your friends. And you could also find this on my Facebook page at Scream Yay Toys. If you want to follow me on social media, you can look me up on Twitter at BRI_2J, as well as Instagram. You can follow my everyday at also BRI2J, BRI_2J. Or the one for the toys is Yay_Toys. You know, I can't reiterate enough. Pick up this figure, start collecting Mezco. They're a lot of fun. You know, they're different. You know, looking at pictures and looking at videos and stuff, they're, as much as that's helpful information, holding one in hand is when you really get hooked. I promise. They're a great company, and they make a lot of really great figures. I've seen some stuff coming out, you know, and now, like I said, I own 9 Mezco. So with that being said, I will catch you guys later. Peace.